Episode 50. I'm going to do like a base tour. A couple people mentioned it, so I think I'm going to do it. But I'm going to start off with like places I used to live. Well, this isn't really a place I lived very long, but this was original spawn, and I have thought about coming back here to build like mob farms or whatever because it's always loaded up. So I can tell this is original spawn because all the trees have been burned down. So I probably could like almost exactly say where original spawn is. My first night hole. Wow. I was just walking east from spawn into this forest, and I come across this. So I spawned around here somewhere. I must have spawned near original spawn and built this base, and obviously a creeper decided to say hello. I don't know when this was. I don't remember this. I maybe vaguely remember it, but not really. This was base number 2. Well, it was never really a base, but I did come back here a bunch of times, and I could never find it actually. I just walked around here for a couple minutes to find this. There's still there's still some food there. I guess I'll leave that there because I might die and come back here. Actually, yeah, this hole's never easy to find. Um, but yeah, this is just east of my current base by what 1,000 blocks, 800 blocks, something like that. This was my third base. As you can see, uh, I guess I got string in here. Let's keep one. I'll leave the rest just in case I ever come back here. This was the beginning of the third base. Then I moved. I think there was a swamp right there, and I didn't think there was going to be a lot of food here, so I moved over here. I moved here for a couple days before I went over there to the desert village. I wonder if I can make it in before the sun goes down. So basically, this is my third base, or once I moved from the other bases, I lived here. I thought this was going to be my final base. There's a tree that I planted that was going to be my crafting bench that still hasn't grown. I think the main reason I moved from here was, well, I think deaths, but mainly it was I just didn't have any food. Food was very hard to get in this area, so I moved to my current base. And base number 4. I don't remember exactly where I spawned, but I think it was somewhere around here because I remember seeing the desert temple right there, which I've completely like destroyed. But I know I spawned up here somewhere, and that's my base right there. I've been building a wall around my base, slowly but surely, and I just built this gate not that long ago. I built this tower, actually not very long ago at all, which I'm using to house my enchantment table. I don't think I've really decorated up there, so I won't jump up there. I made this path, and I've started to make paths kind of like this out there as well. I also recently added this kind of hobbit hole where I decided to use it basically to do my mushroom farm. I still need to work on the roof, but mushrooms, I think there's 49 of them if I remember right. I check them every now and then. It's got this redstone, and I need to block this off because mobs could theoretically spawn like right there. This is the house where sometimes I jump up onto the roof. Usually, if I'm trying to plan out what's going on. When I initially made my little hole in the wall, my entrance was probably right about here, actually. I don't think I've moved the entrance to my house that far. So it was pretty close to this little mini ravine. Then I built this house at some point. I don't even remember exactly when. But when I got to the point where I could, basically, I actually built this house. Actually, I am thinking about building a new house, but we'll see about that. So we got interior, all the storage is right here. Put the soul forge here, brewing stand here for now. I think my plan is to build a building to house these, plus the Infernal Enchanter when I get to it. Back here is entrance to the mines. And again, we have this little mini ravine here. And this goes down to the mines. And I could probably show a little bit here. I don't want to go down every tunnel. I think that was the first path I went down. That was to, I think I stopped when I got to some poison spiders or cave spiders. And I don't remember what I did down that way. Actually, I think this is where I go down to get my obsidian. Yeah, that's my obsidian thing. And there's a mine shaft. Actually, there's mine shafts all over this place. And one of these days, I might explore this, but I haven't because I'm scared of cave spiders. I admit it. But continuing down to the deepest layer, I built a bunch of tunnels, mainly mining for diamonds. I'm sure I could. One of these tunnels is where I fought the. I can't even see anything. I don't know if anybody else can. I fought the Wither down here somewhere. I probably could find it, but I actually just redesigned this bridge, if anybody noticed. It looked different than it did before. I did that when I was working on my diamond armor to fight the Wither. Here are my crop fields. So I got hemp and wheat right now. I've had potatoes growing in here. I've had pumpkins growing in here. Currently the pumpkins are out here. I probably could move them back in. Actually, I haven't harvested them in a while. Got all my sugar cane, which I just punch every now and then. Probably needs to be done. Cocoa beans. Got my light blocks lighting up my fields. This is kind of my pathway. I have some decoration here. I think I need to add more kind of decoration, but I'm concerned due to things catching on fire and building stuff so that mobs might be able to spawn. So I'm concerned about that. So this is my crucible and my cauldron. I have two cauldrons. This is for food. This is for everything else. Crucible, cauldron, or stoked cauldron for all the stuff you need to stoked cauldron. And a kiln, which I never really ever used because I used the one over there. The wiring, actually, I only have 3 hibachis, actually. I actually need to, I kind of forgot that I only had 3 there. I guess it works. I have a water wheel coming from my little river next to me, powering all this. Going to the kiln, crucible, and cauldron there. The regular cauldrons are about there. And over here, the wiring for this is for the millstone. And I have hoppers here to collect stuff. I think back here is for the turntables. I have 2 of them next to each other. And over here is for the saws, which I'll show in a second. This house burned down twice. The first time it burned down, I actually died. I don't think I got that on video, but I did die. The second time it burned down, I've just left it burn down. I thought, in theory, that there's a torch 2 blocks underneath this. I thought this would catch on fire, but it hasn't. And it's been a while, so it would have caught on fire by now. So this is the millstone, which I dump stuff in all the time. So this grinds up all the coal and netherrack and bones and hemp and weeds and stuff. So most of these are usually full. I dump stuff in here like almost every day to grind up stuff. I have my powered hopper where I throw the ground netherrack in, usually for soul urns. Then I have my 2 turntables here for clay. I might try to automate some of this now that I can. Then the saw is over here, which is excellent. I love these saws. There's 4 of them. You can cut wood pretty quickly. They got wired up. I might cover this up at some point, but I kind of like the way it looks actually. Storage for all the saw stuff, sawdust and the bark. This is my wolf, who's still alive, which is good to see. Every time, I mean, not every single time, but when I come back from, like, through the nether, I often do this. Because there was a time that my doggy died because he starved to death, and I think it was some kind of issue with something here. So when I remember, I try to do that, kind of reset it. He hasn't died yet, so how's he doing? 43. Nicely done. Map wall. I've been thinking about, I think there's an add-on or something that makes the maps go to the full square. I haven't done that, obviously, but basically, these are all the maps. There's a couple maps I've lost. I know I had this map, and I know I lost this map, though I think I restarted it. I think it's in one of my chests. I think this map and that map is in my chest. Hey, sheepies. Hello, sheepies. There should be 6 of them, and I'm not gonna... I mean, it looks like I should be able to handle a couple more, but yeah, I'm not gonna do any more. I moved the piston packer up here just to kind of get out of the way, so I can pack stuff there. And this is the entrance to the squid farm, which it's raining and it's night. Yeah, that's the squid farm right there. That's about as much as you can see of it anyways. And I just go down here every now and then. I probably have more squid ink than I ever need. But there you go, 24 ink sacs and a mysterious gland. I built this extension for the sheep, and I'm thinking of building another extension and bringing some pigs in here. I know there are pigs in the forest back there. I've seen them. There's chickens, cows, pigs, sheep. There's everything. Wolves. That's where I've gotten my wolves. Any wolves I've gotten for the dung farm, I've gotten them over there. This area, I don't know what to do with. I do plan on doing something with it eventually. I'm sure it'll be some kind of automated kind of something or other. But I'm not sure what to do with it, actually. This is my... Wait. That's north, so I guess that's east. Where are you? Yeah. Yeah. Spiders will attack me every now and then. About once. Actually, not that often, but every now and then they'll come over. They'll come over the walls and attack me. So I built that gate at the same time I built the other gate. Are you, yeah. You want some of me? Okay. I redid the cows. And I built this kind of barn. Well, it's intended to be a barn. Put some decorations and stuff up here. So the cows hang out in here. I think it looks a lot better than my old cow pen, which was kind of ugly. But they hang out in here. Next are my chickens, who are doing fine. I had a chicken problem not that long ago, where I had about 14 chickens. The next time I checked on them, I had 2. So, and I had about this number. So what happened to them, I'm still not sure. But I got them back up to a decent population. Excuse me, guys. Pardon me. Excuse me. Pardon me. Then that, which you probably can't see because I can't see it, is my mob farm. I do plan on decorating it at some point. I still have this ramp. Whoa, getting dark here. It must be a quarter moon or something like that. So that's the mob farm. Everything goes down here. I just redesigned this down here not that long ago. Added a few more chests for overflow stuff. So I put zombie flesh mainly there. Bones, arrows, etc. So I can collect experience. And there's usually some kind of bows or iron or whatever, and I'll take them up to the crucible or cauldron. This is my kiln, or like kind of auto kiln or whatever. I don't have anything. Ooh, that's interesting. I guess a skeleton decided to die in my hole and it came down here. But I'll put whatever, any clay stuff that I need to cook up in here. And once it cooks up, it pops off and just flows into this crucible to be collected. Excuse me. I kind of want to kill you, but you're probably going to kill me. Then the wiring underneath, I have that water wheel. Whoops. So I have this water wheel that powers all this stuff for the saw that kills the mobs and powers these powered hoppers. But it also comes down here and it powers all the hibachis down here. So you have turntable, bellows, and hibachis, and I need to be careful here. And I have 7 hibachis down here. I'm not sure why I have 7 here and 3 over there, but yeah. Now this is the way to the fishing hut. So this is the fishing hut right here. I just go up this ladder and boom, I'm in the fishing hut. So I can fish. Which I still do every now and then. Not super frequently, but it's a pretty good source of food. I can get, I don't know, maybe 25, 30 fish every full moon. And this is the upstairs of the house, which I mainly used for vines, as you can see. And entry and exit of the house. So I think that's pretty much it. I do plan on continuing to build stuff. I want a tower probably in that corner where I put the windmill, maybe another tower, over here somewhere. I'm sort of thinking about expanding the mob farm, except I'll have a mob farm over, where is it? I'll have a mob farm over there, about 3,000 blocks or something like that. Then try to get some automation going. Try to, expand this, get the potatoes, and if I ever find carrots, which I doubt I will, because I doubt I'm going to be searching for too many villages. maybe automate chickens some way. If I can automate hemp or wheat or sugarcane, maybe automate pumpkins, maybe. I'm not sure. Then I have some mob farms over here. I have my ghast farm, which has an area here where squid should be able to spawn. They should be pushed into here and be corrupted by the portal, which will then turn them into gas. And I have saws up at the top, which should kill them. I don't hear a lot of gas when I'm around here, but every now and then I will. I have my jungle spider farm right here, but my chickens keep on dying. I'm not entirely sure why they die, but I did come up with a theory, I think the last episode, due to ocelots. Maybe. I'm not sure. They still spawn, but they just kind of wander. I got attacked by a couple of them one time. There's a spider web right there to prove that. Then I have my Enderman farm, which at night I can just kind of hang out here, look at Enderman, and they'll fall down that hole and die, hopefully. Actually, I might want to get rid of that. And then what I am working on right now is my swamp witch whatever farm. This thing over here, which probably hasn't changed since the last episode. So it's basically going to be like the mob farm, except I dug down a few levels to hopefully get some bats in here. They'll be pushed by water to the center section. Actually, I probably can go down this way. They'll be pushed down that center section right there, and there'll be a wall of saws right here to kill them. And there'll be some water coming down this way to collect any drops, and there'll be some hoppers along here, a couple blocks down here, and to sort all the items. Then I built a path right here that connects, it's a gloomnite, that connects to all my little paths to collect everything. So this just goes down here. That's the staircase that I used to use. This is the way to the poison spiders, or jungle spiders. Then this way is to the ghasts. So I have a bunch of hoppers. But this is where the hoppers for the ghasts are. And back here is what I just showed you to the swamp farm. This is kind of my central area here. So I have my main portal that goes to my base. I have about, I don't know, maybe 8 portals that way, something like that. My mob farms are over that way. I planted obviously some netherwort here. That tunnel or this tunnel goes to the nether fortress. So I just go down here and make a right, and it goes on forever. It's pretty far away. I've actually thought about trying to find a closer one, maybe in the direction of over here. To the west, I've built a couple portals, but pretty much never go there. And to the north are all my villages. So all 6 of my villages are that way. I have not found a single village to the east, or I guess west. I haven't built any portals to the south. So if I keep on going down here, if you can see anything, because I can barely see anything. But this is the end of that line, and the nether fortress is down that way. And I think that was the tunnel that I originally used. But nether fortress is about a million blocks that way. Probably 1,000 blocks maybe. I bet it's something like that. It took me forever to find. So village 2 is the first village you kind of run into as you go north. It's probably the closest. So Village 2 is where the librarian resides. I believe this is the one. Yeah, this is the second one. So, yeah, you, my new best friend, or you will be my new best friend. So this is, I think, the second village I found. So this is the third village I found. I think this is the one that had the most villagers, like, missing or whatever. They probably fell into holes or whatever. I think I found that guy with the last episode or something like that. But this is what I call Village 3. So I assume this is the third village I found, crazily enough. This is village number 5, where good old priest lives. This is obviously the fifth village I found. Yeah, this is where I had slight gas problems. This is village number 6, and I've done village 2, 3, 5, and 6 because they're kind of sort of in order, or at least when I check them or whatever, I'll do them in that order. They're not really in a straight line, but they're not that far off. I got a librarian, which looks like I've only traded with once. And you want feathers too. Really, dude? Come on. Get with the program. We are back to village number 1. This is the very first one, which I think is the second closest village to my base. It's more straight north than the other ones. 2, 3, 5, and 6 are a little bit to the west. I think the only thing this really has is a blacksmith, which I need to trade you that hibachi, dude. Well, one of these days. Then last but not least, this is village number 4. I think this is the one that has the jungle right by it. And this is the one that has you, the butcher. So, and it has, 2 villagers as well? Or 2 librarians as well. He's level 2. He's level 2, so they're both level 2, so I could ramp them up as well, but that's what I got for you. Hopefully you enjoyed it. I kind of enjoyed kind of going through everything all in one go. It's just kind of fun to see old places I haven't seen in a while and kind of look at things I haven't really looked at a lot recently. Hopefully you enjoyed it, but we'll be back to episode 51 probably tomorrow. So then I'll probably finish the witch farm or swamp farm. Hopefully get some more ender pearls. Hopefully get that librarian up. And hopefully get to the end pretty soon. So hopefully in the next, I don't know, couple episodes. At least 3 or 4. I can't imagine it's going to be more than 3 or 4 episodes. But we'll see. Anyways, hope you have a nice day. Thank you.